Carlos, Marte has handled a difficult spot pretty professionally, but he's talked about how tough it's been. So just as a team in there, how good does it feel for them to watch him come through there?
Really good, really good. Especially because of what you're saying right now. You know, not an easy role for him now after being an elite player in this league for a long time, and not getting results, because I feel like the at-bats have been there. We saw the first at-bat today of Alvarado when he smokes the ball and right at the left fielder. And it's not easy, you know, when you're not getting enough playing time or enough at-bats, and just finding a way to stay ready and knowing that when you're coming into the game, you're facing a pretty tough arm, most likely, because it's a high leverage situation. But honestly, you got to give those guys credit because they continue to support him, to continue to have his back. You know, understanding this is a long season, you know, and at some point he's going to contribute. Sure enough, he did it today. It was good to see him come through, and yeah, good to see that.
You guys have put Max Kranick into some pretty difficult spots, and he seems to come through every time. What does he continue to show you?
Man, he was unbelievable today. On a day where we were staying away from him because of the circumstances, obviously. Comes in there in a very difficult spot and continues to make pitches, continues to stay on the attack. The moment is never too big for him. Trusting his stuff in the zone, and got a huge out for us.
What happened to Diaz?
Left hip cramping. You know, he said that he kept cramping up, and that's why he kept stepping off. Until he called us, and it's like, hey, I'm cramping here, so it's left hip, and we'll see what we got.
Mike?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask about Diaz, but just the manner you guys were able to come back to win, complete a perfect homestand. I mean, was this just kind of emblematic of the way this team has played this season?
Yeah, look, man, today is a perfect example of a lot of winning plays, a lot of fundamental plays. I'm going to go back to at the beginning of the game, Lindor makes a backhand play, to win an inning. That ball gets through, is a different inning. Then we couldn't make a play, and Peterson picked Vientos up, by getting out of that inning. Bases loaded, 1 out. Outfielders getting behind the ball on shallow fly balls with runners at third base. Soto making a huge throw at the plate. Singer not only catching the ball but applying attack. Pete being in the right spot with cuts. Like, there's a lot of good things happening. There's a lot of good at bats, getting big hits, walks, and then from the pitching standpoint, not giving in when you have there's a lot to like about the way the guys are playing. Again, contribution from everyone. Brassman comes in, gets the 3-4 hitters we were asking him. Danny Young comes in, Burro, we're asking a lot out of these guys, and that's a huge team win there.
Ron?
Even though obviously there's a long way to go, is there significance to opening up some distance between you and one of your division rivals?
It's always good to win games, to win series, especially when you're playing against teams within your division. But understanding it's only April, and we're going to see those guys a lot more, and they're a good team. We just happen to be playing really well, and but I said it last night. It's going to be a fun summer. The Braves are good. They're good. There's a lot of good team overall around the league. So, but we know we're good. We just got to continue to take care of business and continue to control the things that we need to control.
And the way you're playing, does that help the mindset going into the bottom of the 10th, knowing that you have the ability to do good things quickly?
Yeah, and especially when we get out of bases loaded, 1 out, for Kranick to keep it there. And what's coming for us offensively, and you see Soto, his Pete, his Vientos, his Nemo, so you're like, we got a chance, we just got to keep it somewhat close, and that's what Kranick did. And coming into the bottom of the 10th, we like our chances. There was a good feeling in that dugout, and I'm glad Pete came through, and then the other guys, and then obviously Marte there.
Tyler on the left.
Carlos, like you say, there's a lot of good things happening. Could you pinpoint any one that is been the most encouraging thing about this homestand?
There's a lot. I could sit here and talk about our pitching staff. I could sit here and talk about Pete and Lindor and the way we're playing, not only the way we're pitching, but the way we're playing behind these guys defensively. It's hard for me to single one particular area or one particular guy. I think as a team, we're playing as a unit. And you see 1 through 26, guys are, preparing, the guys understand the roles and they're ready to go when their name is called, So again, today we're facing a pretty tough arm and we found a way to get the job done.
Jorge on the right.
Carlos, just back to Diaz, just to clarify, do you not believe he'll need any testing or anything, just
As far as I'm sitting right here, no, he kept saying he's a cramp. So we'll see how he feels tomorrow and we'll go from there, but hopefully it's nothing more than a cramp.
Moving left.
Hey Carlos, how much harder did Bean make that decision for you with that home run today?
How much?
Harder did he make that decision for you? You guys have a looming decision with McNeil coming back.
Yeah, it's something that I've got to go back and talk to David now and see what we're gonna do. But again, he's playing well, So is Acuna. So Beatty hits a homer. Acuna comes in and gets a single, and then he's in scoring position. So it's a tough one here.
And just what do you think of the play with Soto and Sanger?
Pretty good. Soto getting behind the ball, and then Sanger making sure he catches the baseball, and then quickly applying the tag. But the one hop from Soto, but just getting behind the ball and making that one hop throw. I thought it was a really good, well executed play.
Dave.
Carlos, as good as you guys were playing, is it even a better measuring stick when you're facing a team as good as the Phillies and you're just a little bit better than them in every aspect of the game, and you have an answer for everything that they're doing?
Yeah, I wouldn't say we know we're good and we know they're good. We're executing right now, and it happens. There are going to be stretches throughout the year where you're going to run through some teams where teams are hot and you're not playing as well. It just happened to be the case now. But also understanding that we can't get too high, we got a long ways to go, but it's good to see guys and the way we play against a really good team.
How tough of a play is that for Sanger to make at the plate there?
Not easy, because he's got to catch, kind of reach for it, and then quickly apply the tag, not knowing where the runners come, which angle he's going to slide. He just went right down to the plate. But I think the hard thing there is securing the baseball. And then after that, just turning and applying the tag. Not an easy one.
Mark behind you.
Carlos, did you have Rick Carrot today?
He was going to come in the 11th, and I was staying away from him.
And just in general, with this bullpen, through the 3 weeks, whatever it's been, does it feel like that's been the strongest point of this team?
Yes, because you feel like the 8 of them are getting huge outs for us, and they understand, when we call their names, it's because we feel good about their chances getting 3 outs. It doesn't matter whether we're up 1 in the 7th or in the 9th, or whether we're down 3. Their job is to come in and attack and get the 3 outs we're asking them to do. Some of them multiple innings, but I think, as I've been saying, it's contagious. Danny Young today in the 7th inning with 1 out, nobody on, and getting Harper and Schwarber there, he got the job done. Burrow asking a lot out of him. So it's just the 8 of them, like I said. Diaz being pitch efficient there, and we're pushing a lot of these guys, and we're asking him to go back. Unfortunately that he started cramping, but we're asking a lot of them. But the fact that he's like, I'm ready to go back out after 10 pitches, he says that they're willing to do whatever it takes.
David, many were just talking about a lot of little things that contributed to a win like today. What do you like about the way the team is playing overall as a group?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of good things that we can point to, and I think it takes 26 guys coming in every day and doing their business and pulling on the same end of the rope as one unit, and I think that's what we're doing. Everybody's got their things, whether you're going well or not right now, that you're working on, but when the lights go on, we're 26 guys as one against the other team, and it's just fun to play with these guys.
How do you feel about your day today?
felt good. You know, felt like got into the sixth there, and yeah, many made a change, and felt like the defense was unbelievable behind me. It was good working with Sanger back there today. We were on it, on the same page, and so yeah, solid team win overall.
Well, Mendoza mentioned a bunch of plays that were maybe easy to overlook, like Lindor's backhand in the first, or you picking up Vientos after the error, that could have been turning points. What play, whether you were in the game or had come out of the game, stands out to you?
Yeah, I mean, I think Lindor's play was one that was really important and early and could have been overlooked with the way that game kind of went back and forth and going into extras. But I don't know. I mean, I think you could look up and down the game, whether it's defensively, whether it's an at-bat here or there, like Terren's coming off, getting that hit. The hitters just continuing to keep the line moving, get the next guy up. From the pitching side, you know, passing the ball off to the next guy and him doing his job. And so, yeah, I mean, I think you look at these and you could pick out a bunch of stuff. But like I said, it's just a great team win, great effort. So, yeah.
Your rotation has been the best in baseball so far. I mean, I'm sure you guys were all confident that you were good, but when did you realize that you could be a special group?
I mean, I think we kind of knew, you know, this offseason when you brought guys in, you had obviously bringing Sean back, bringing Frankie, who's been really good, bringing Clay over, who's been a lead in his role, and he was transitioning to a starter, and he's done great. And you look at the rest of the guys. You look at Canning, he's got great stuff, and he showed it. Drip is continuing to do what he does. Senga's Senga. And so I think, you know, we knew that we had a talented group, and it was just up to us to put the work in. And yeah, I think it's good to get off to a good start like this. Gives you confidence in your stuff, but it reminds you got to stay on your work and stay on top of it, because anybody can beat anybody in this league on any given day. And so for us, it's just whoever has the ball, go out there and do their thing and work hard and compete, and the rest of the guys are backing them.
What's it been like working with Sanger?
Yeah, it's been good. Fortunate to have some experience with him in the minor leagues before this, and so I've always really admired him as a catcher. The way he handles the game, pitch calling, defensively as a framer, and has a really great arm. And so it's been fun to watch him take this opportunity and run with it, and he's been huge for us.
What stands out to you about
the last three starts? From a command standpoint, what's been working so well?
I think just execution, being committed to my pitches and having that conviction, and trying to fill up the zone as much as I can. Try and go out there and get ahead of hitters and not give them a break, continue to pound the zone. And so yeah, I think it's just, after the game a couple weeks ago that I had too many walks, I think, just getting back on pounding the zone and attacking hitters.
What stands out to you about the way the bullpen has kind of picked you guys up a little bit and just performed each of their roles admirably so far?
What doesn't stand out? These guys have been unbelievable. Nails all the way through, up and down in the bullpen. It's coming from everywhere, and so it's awesome. It's, as a starter, it's not fun getting taken out of the game, but when you have guys behind you that are going to do the job and get you out of things and have your back, it's a good feeling to have.
How difficult is it to do what Kranick did today?
Yeah, I mean, I've never been in that spot, but it's extremely difficult. I don't know if he was even up or not, but coming into the game cold and having to warm up on the field, and then it was unfortunate that he was in the middle of an at-bat there. But yeah, I mean, I think it just shows like any guy is ready to take the ball and come in and do what they need to do.
You get used to these walk-off wins on your days?
It's stressful in here. I was sitting here watching, and it was, yeah, it's awesome. I think, we have full confidence in any guy that comes up to the plate, and there was a couple of us in here, and it was like, so-and-so came up to the plate. Come on, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. Next guy's going to do it. So yeah, it's fun to have games like that. You have a great team over there that's going to compete and fight against you, and so for us to be able to pull that one out is awesome.
Make sure no bathroom breaks this time.
No bathroom breaks this time.
Did you see the play at the plate then?
Yeah, I did.
And what were your thoughts there?
Well, I heard it first because we're on delay, but then I saw the replay, and yeah, I mean, Marte got the hit, and he was running, so yeah, it was an awesome way to finish the game in the homestand.
Edwin, Carlos said it was just cramping. Is that the extent of it, you think?
Yeah, we did all the tests, like strength tests and everything was fine. I just, in the fastball I threw to Real Muto, I feel like my hip got locked up. So I start walking, try to maybe loosen it up, and when I step out on the mound, I couldn't like lift my leg a little bit to come set. That's why I started doing the step ups because I was feeling uncomfortable.
Are you concerned that it could be anything more than cramping?
No, I don't think so. I think like just, I don't know, if it was just today, like I was feeling good. The two hitter before Real Muta was feeling fine, you know. First time throwing 2 innings, maybe was sitting in the dugout waiting for the next inning. I was feeling great. Just in one pitch I feel it. So when I came try to come set, then I couldn't lift my leg a little bit.
Has that feeling of locking up, has that ever happened to you before?
No, this is my first time happening to me. I think yesterday my both leg was like one was longer than the other one. So we worked on that yesterday. I don't know if that was a problem. You know, it's first time that happened to me too. And we fixed it yesterday. And maybe I was like that before, and today showed it up.
Do you think you'll get an MRI or anything?
No, I don't think so because we did, like I said, all the strength tests. Everything was good. You know, we needed that part, and I was feeling way better after.
What do you think of what Kranick did coming in for you there?
Was big. Kranick is having a great season. I'm really happy for what he's doing. The entire bullpen doing great, and came in that situation was tough, and he got the out and give us the chance to win, and we win it.
Edwin, just from a fellow reliever, what is the level of difficulty of what he did? You know, they were trying to stay away from him today, and then he comes in cold, not expecting it. How much more difficult is something like that to do?
I think it's tough. Just came in the inning. Like when somebody got hurt, you gotta warm up in the mound. I think that's the toughest thing to do as a reliever. Came to the game to replace all the pitcher got hurt, so you gotta do all your warm up there. I think he did great. He did the job. He gave the team the chance to win, and we battled back and we win.
Was there any
available Friday?
As of right now, let's see how we feel tomorrow. I feel strong. I think everything. We did some work in my hip and was feeling better after. Let's see how I feel on Friday.
Was there any discussion about going out there for the second inning between you and Mendy?
Yeah, he asked me right away, and I was feeling great. I thought I'm coming back out. You know, we're playing the Phillies, and they got a really good team, so that's our rivals. You know, we gotta play hard always. You know, I was feeling great. You know, I was throwing the ball really good today. I was commanding my pitches the way I want to, and he asked me. I said yes right away.
You said yesterday one leg felt longer than the other. How did that feel and happen?
I don't know. I was working with the trainer to get ready for the game, so I was watching my legs and I was showing the right one longer than the left one. So I told him that's normal. He said no. So he fixed my hips right away.
Did he tell you what could be causing that? Like why that is?
No, I don't know. I didn't ask. He just did it, and I was feeling better after. So.
Could it have been like the muscle massaging that caused the cramp today, or?
I don't know. So I can't say anything about that because I don't know.
Max, what's the toughest part of coming in that spot?
Yeah, I think getting out of the situation. But getting hot today took a little bit, but happy I was able to come through for the team.
When you get a call like that, a lot of relievers talk about how difficult it is to warm up on the mound in front of everybody. Is that like a mental battle to make sure that you're ready and not rush it?
I think so. I think looking back at it, I probably should have thrown a couple more. Yeah. Would have been more ready. But that's my fault. I don't think I've ever done that. So next time I'll be ready. Hopefully no one gets hurt though.
How would you describe the homestand?
It was electric. It really was here. Sold out crowds. 7-0 couldn't have gone any better. So really fortunate and thankful everyone came out.
Is it a different feeling getting the adrenaline going in this situation than a normal warm-up where you might come in 5 minutes?
I think it's a little bit different, but whenever the phone rings on the bullpen, you hear your name, something there's a switch in your head that kind of goes. But like I said, thankful I was able to get out of the situation.
But here you hear it, and then you have to jump to the mound before.
Yeah, so today was definitely a little bit different, but I had plenty of time in the bullpen as well. So.
Max, Mendy said he was trying not to use you today after you threw, I think, 30-something. Did you know that he was trying to stay away from you? So, like, were you a little relaxed and then had to turn it on right away?
Yeah, I knew the situation. I knew, it had to be an extra inning game or something along those lines. Just the way the game was going, it was tight all day. I kind of kept moving. So I think that helped.
Max, starting from your first appearance this year, you've been thrown into some pretty difficult spots and have come through them. What do you think has allowed you to come through in those situations?
I think just trying to stay in the moment, trying to go pitch by pitch, win every pitch, and good things usually happen instead of looking ahead to the next batter or, a couple pitches ahead.
Is that kind of your approach to those last two batters with the, traffic on the bases?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I knew I had to execute to get out of it. Threw a good curveball there to start, and then got a fastball in on Kepler. So I knew I had to execute to, so runners didn't. I think everyone down there, knows their strengths and knows what they're good at. I think the staff here does a really good job of kind of telling us that and, basing everything around that. So using your stuff to supplement, your best stuff.
Starling, just with the playing time you've been dealing with the situation that you're in, how good does it feel to come through in a spot like this for your team?
Como defensa, ahora mismo hay el rol que tú tienes con el equipo, qué bien se siente para poder tener éxito y para ayudar al equipo.
Bueno, se siente bien, batallando ahí, cada oportunidad que me dan, para poner la bola en juego. Situación así, tratar de enfocarse en un picheo, no tratar de hacer mucho a pesar de las circunstancias, pero mientras el equipo está ganando, siempre me voy a sentir feliz y ver a los muchachos sonriendo cada día.
It feels good to be able to come through and help the team in a situation like that. Obviously with the circumstances that I'm currently in, to be able to go out there, try to put the ball in play, to really focus in on a pitch that I want to hit, and to be able to come through for the team. It feels really good to see the team, to see them smile and to come together in a win like that.
Starling, does it seem like the way the team's playing right now that everybody has a chance to be a hero at some point because you guys are doing what it takes to win no matter what?
Que como está jugando el equipo ahora mismo, se siente como que cada jugador puede ser el héroe del juego.
Claro que sí, los muchachos en verdad están jugando buena pelota, enfocados. Cuando tienen corredores en base, están haciendo un maravilloso trabajo, trayendo la carrera, jugando el juego pequeño, moviendo, y es algo que cualquiera de nosotros lo puede hacer. Tenemos bateadores élites, bateadores que lo pueden hacer todo y lo dan todo por el equipo.
Yeah, for sure. We have a great group of guys. We're playing a great brand of baseball right now. Everybody's focused. So yeah, when you're able to have a lineup, an elite lineup the way that we have, we're all doing the necessary things to win games. When we're on the base paths, we're doing the little things to be able to score those runs. But yeah, when you have the type of lineup that we have, we're capable of doing a lot of great things.
Did the bat break on that ball? Did the bat break?
Que sí, el bate se rompió ahí
en 1000 pedazos, pero la bola cayó buena y creo que fue la clave de que el bate se rompa para que Pi pueda anotar.
Yeah, and like 1,000 pieces. But I think the most important part was to put the ball in the bat at that point, and or the bat on the ball, and I think that was a key part of that at bat for the bat to break so Pi could score on that.
How do you sum up this homestand?
¿Qué tú puedes decir sobre este viaje aquí en la casa?
Maravilloso, ganamos todos los juegos, hemos venido jugando buena pelota. Lo que importa es ganar, no importa cómo sea, si ganamos los juegos, eso es lo que importa ahora mismo.
No, it was marvelous. We were able to win every game. I think the most important thing is to win those games. It doesn't matter how we win them. The most important thing is that we do win them. So that's the best part of it.
When you're used to playing every day and an opportunity like this comes up, how difficult is it not to put an extra burden on yourself, like I have to come?
Cuando tú estás acostumbrado a jugar todos los días y después una situación como esta viene, ¿cómo tú no te pones tanta presión para poder tener éxito en un turno como ese?
No, simplemente adaptarme, ¿me entiendes? Adaptarme, trabajar en el cage, hacer lo que tengo que hacer para cuando tenga la oportunidad tener el éxito. Poco a poco voy aprendiendo más y me voy me voy acostumbrando a mi rol y vamos a salir de eso, vamos a estar bien.
Yeah, it's just about simply just adjusting, making the necessary adjustments, going each and every day to prepare, going into the cage throughout the game, and to prepare. And as the season goes on, I'm gonna be able to get it. I'm gonna be able to adjust the way that I want to, so we can kind of get a handle of it.
How helpful has Carlos been in helping you just deal with this, like as a person?
¿Cómo te ha ayudado Carlos en esta situación?
Mucho. Puedo decir que Carlos es como otro hitting coach para mí. Siempre estamos hablando, siempre él está tan pendiente del juego que cuando voy a batear me dice vaya cosita para que pueda tener éxito bateando. Y en verdad que nos llevamos sumamente bien, podemos hablar cualquier cosa. Sabe mucho del juego, porque ha estado en el juego mucho tiempo, ha visto situaciones como la mía, me sigue ayudando cada vez y eso se lo agradezco.
Yeah, me and Carlos have a great relationship. Carlos is almost like another hitting coach for me. There are times where I'm about to go hit and he says, "Hey, watch out for this," or like, and he'll give me like little tips that I need. But Carlos is a tremendous person. We have a great relationship, and we're able to talk about anything. Honestly.
Pete, just on that ball when you broke home, did you know you're going to be safe there?
Well, no, that's why you run like hell and slide just in case. Just in case you are. So, Star had a great at bat. I mean, it was just an unbelievable team effort there. I mean, it was a very well fought game, and I'm just really happy that we came out on top. I mean, pitching did a phenomenal job all day. We had tough at bats. I mean, Zach obviously threw the ball really, really well. Their entire pitching staff threw really, really well today, and just really happy that we were able to come out on top.
And that double to tie the game there, what'd you see on that pitch? How were you able to come through?
Yeah, honestly, with him, with Jordan, I mean, he attacks bottom of the zone really, really well. So I was just looking for stuff up. I mean, the first breaking pitch he threw was up, so yeah, swing didn't hit it. Fastball was up, didn't hit it, and then thankfully threw me another breaking pitch that was up enough for me to get some bat on and drive the run in.
Pete, as good as you guys have been playing, what does it mean to sweep a team as good as the Phillies, especially a divisional rival?
Yeah, I mean they have talent. They're a really good squad. I mean they're really dynamic. They can win a bunch of different ways, and I mean we're playing really good baseball. We're playing together as a team, and that's really exciting. It's really, really exciting, and we just gotta hold on to that and keep doing our part every single day. Don't look too far ahead, and just focus on the task at hand.
What stands out to you about the resiliency of this team?
I mean, we're in it for each other. We're all playing for each other. I mean, this is a really great group. I mean, I've said it pretty much from right off the rip in spring. It's like this is a really tight knit group because we have that. There's so many guys here from the year before where it's like we have experience together, we have continuity, and then the guys that were added just kind of not just talent wise but personality wise, they just kind of gelled right in, and it's like we've been playing together for years. So it's a really special group.
What's the most encouraging thing to you of all the great things that have been going on here to be 18-7 or 7-0? What stands out most?
I mean, to be honest, every starter's throwing the ball with conviction. Guys coming out of the pen. If we're in a sticky situation, they're doing their jobs. They're executing pitches. And the lineup's putting together wonderful at bats. I mean, and then defense is taking care of the. I mean, we're just all aspects. We're just playing really clean baseball. I think that's what it boils down to.
How would you sum up the homestand?
I mean, it's phenomenal. I mean, you can't go better than 7-0.
When you leave the ballpark, do you normally wash the game, focus to the next day? Playing this well, is there sort of on your mind just a glow that you're playing well?
I mean, to be honest, it's as soon as the game's done, you kind of just reflect maybe a little bit, but you really just want to focus on the next opportunity whenever you get it. Whether it's tomorrow, we got an off day, but you're really looking forward to that first day and hopefully get the first win in that first day of the series.
What was your vantage point for Soto's throw to the plate to get Castellanos and Senger's tag there?
I mean, that was an unbelievable play. I mean, I saw Louis. I mean, it's crazy because Louis almost got the ball diving for it, and then Juan made a great play charging in, and then just threw an absolute rocket. Sang made a great job moving his feet and putting the tag on, so it's a phenomenal play.
It's always great. It's always great to have
some role, some part of the game wins, I'm trying my best, to come through with that, but whenever that doesn't come through, I got to do something else. Good defense, we run the bases right, and I think today I had the chance to help the team with my defense, and I think I feel great with that.
You put that on the Gold Glove resume tape?
100%. We keep working on it. We have a long way to go, but we'll keep working.
How hard is it to set and get, as you're going after the ball, have the weight and be able to come up and throw in position?
For me, it's just easy after all the work you haven't done. After a lot of reps, we get used to it. We just try to have success, on the moment, at the right time. Just try to come through.
Are you thinking get the ball and come off hard on the back foot so you got power on the front?
No. I'm just thinking what we've been working with Antoine and our pitching coach is helping me too. So I just trust it. That when you're in that situation, you just let it go and trust what you've been working on the season.
What was your reaction when you saw Singer get the tag down?
He's just great tag. I know the throw was a little bit offline, and he came back to the play, was really impressive, so I was really excited.
Want to have the fans chanting your name again here? What does that mean to have this crowd behind you through everything?
It's always good. Like I said before, it means a lot to players when they show up and they help out every single guy at the line.
What's it been like watching Lindor at the plate, play shortstop? Now you've been his teammate for a few weeks here.
It feels good, great player, that's what you're expecting from a guy like him. He's just an all-star player, and really excited to see.
What stands out to you about the resilience of this team?
Can you repeat the question?
What stands out to you about the resilience of this team?
I feel like this is a team that don't give up. We keep working day in, day out, every inning. It doesn't matter if we're winning by a lot or losing by a lot. I think the guys have been showing that we never give up. Definitely our bullpen is really nasty, so we're glad for that.